All right, I realize I have been kind of teasing that I was going to get back to work on the Jeep here, and then I keep going out and working on something else. But I did, last we spoke, I was out there putting that fairing compound on the sailboat, or maybe these episodes are going to be switched back and forth. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I have been working on the sailboat. Got the top all faired, and the fairing compound needs to cure a bit longer. I went out and tried to sand it a little bit. It was kind of balling up on me, which makes me feel like it's not quite cured. So we're going to leave that alone, and we're going to work on the Jeep now. I just ran down to Home Depot, got me some more of these cheapo $2 drop cloths, and I'm going to cover all my existing stuff that I don't want to overspray on, and then I'm going to set my table up, and I'm going to figure out some way to get all my little pieces and parts ready to go, and we're going to see if we can't spray a little paint today. I did get a new gallon of paint because you can't buy it in any quantity other than a gallon. So I got another gallon. I should have enough paint to paint this, and who knows what else I can paint. I'm just looking around to see if there's anything else that needs to be black cherry metallic, but I don't know, we'll see. So anyway, I am going to prepare to get painty again, so let's do that. Well, it's the morning after, so let's come out here and see how our job looks. Look at all this plastic, so the overspray settles on everything. I don't know how well you can see it, but boy, it makes a mess out here. However, the job looks pretty good. Look how good that glove box looks. So for some reason, I seem to have been having an easier time getting the clear coat to atomize into small little droplets so that it laid down nice and even. I don't see too much of the orange peel stuff, so here's a good example. You can see that hinge, so we get that reflection of the sky on there. Looks pretty good. So I think I'll carry on the success binge here and get that section of the Jeep. I think what I'll do is I'll leave my plastic there and just cut it out, tape it off, and leave it there just like it is, and then I can paint that again. And but what I'll first do is obviously I'll clean this mess all up, sweep up the overspray. I've already started a little bit so that I can get that dust down. Put away these parts so they don't get painted again, and kind of get prepped, and then I'll slide the Jeep over in the middle so I can work around it. I might even do this driver's side back corner. So yeah, I'm gonna change into the work clothes. Just got back from having some breakfast with Gray, so I'm all breakfast up and ready to go, and feeling pretty optimistic. Gotta tell you, I feel like yesterday's episode went quite a bit better than the previous one, and the confidence level just keeps notching up a notch at a time, so that's good. So yeah, let's tear into it, shall we? right, guys. Well, I'm sure at this point you're thinking to yourself, man, that Don, he's turned into quite the painter. I bet he's going to quit his day job and paint cars for a living. That's not going to happen. So I'm done. I am done with underneath here is all the dash and all that I painted. I'll give you a quick look here at the panel that I painted on the passenger side, the whole side, and driver's side. I did that back corner where I had that big gnarly run, and I had some more of that, what looks like, I'm just calling it foamy clear coat. So I am happy to report that whatever I changed that made my orange peel stuff less orange peely, it's less orange peely now. So as we chase some reflections up and down this panel, you can see it looks much more uniform, much less like an orange peel, and I think I did a pretty dang good job on this. So there we go. I see a little bit of a sag right down here. I think that'll work out, and there's another one over on that other corner that will work out. But for the most part, I fixed up my big major problem that was here, and what I did is I just decided to kind of do this whole corner up to the narrow part above the tire here, because there'll be a fender flare there. So if you do see some noticeable difference, or if you can tell that I'm trying to blend these two together, it should be a small chunk of it. It shouldn't stick out like a sore thumb. But there we have it. We're done. We're all done. So I've got paint left over now. I got a little bit of clear coat left over. I didn't run out of anything, which is good, because I was a little worried about running out of clear coat. But yeah, I think I got this job knocked out here. So I'm going to go wrap this up for now. And it's a Formula One weekend. I'm going to go watch the Italian Grand Prix. And then next week, we are bugging out and going and taking some vacation time. So there's that on the horizon. But for now, I'm just kind of, looking at this thing going, dang, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I don't think it's going to take as much wet sanding and polishing as the other sides. Oh, again, I don't know what I did. I wish I could tell you, I made this change and that fixed my issues. I don't know what I did. I don't remember really messing with my gun all that much, but sure looks better. Maybe there was an issue with my last. Well, no, it's the same can of clear coat. So it's not that the clear coat is different. It's not that I'm all that much smarter about putting the paint down, because I don't think I am. But I'll take it. It looks better. I'll take it. So I'm gonna let everything cure for a little while longer. Go relax now for a little while and watch the race, and then I'll come back out, shove the Jeep back over, roll back my paint booth walls. I'm not going to take them down just yet, just as a precaution, but I think we got this job done. So next little job we're going to do is I am going to get back out there on the sailboat and just finish that fairing project. So fairings like Bondo, you put it down, it's rough, you got some edges, all that kind of stuff. You have to kind of sand it down a little bit, and then you find there's probably a spot or two where you maybe want to put another little layer. I have a little bit of that left over, and I'll probably do that. I know there's a couple of spots where I could see that still that thick matte fiberglass is showing through and stuff. So, but you know what? This has been a pretty good weekend. I've got some major progress to report with all this stuff. So I feel pretty darn good. I feel like the boat's in a good place. It's going to be good for going off on vacation for a couple weeks and leaving it. I feel like the Jeep's in a good spot. Same. I feel pretty good about it. When we get back, I'll be able to just tear into the wet sanding and the buffing, and everything will have had a couple weeks to cure out all nice. So everything will be good there. I won't be prematurely working on it. And again, part of it that I did the second pass on, it will probably go a little bit easier because it's not as orange peely. So I feel pretty good. I do. I feel pretty good. This has been, pretty good weekend here so far. So there we have it. I'm going to put this Jeep project to bed for a little while, and I will see you next time around when we're putting the last little finishing touches on the top of the sailboat. And then probably the next time you see me, I'm going to be kicking around Glacier National Park and upper part of Montana and probably the Pacific Northwest a bit, and maybe even making it back up to the trawler. So there we go. I will see you next time around. As always, thanks for watching. If you like this video, do the thumbs up thing on it. If you're not subscribed, gosh, at this point, you know, it's free. Just go ahead and subscribe and you can see this thing once it gets all buffed out and put back together. And one of these days, you're going to hear this thing fire up and maybe move under its own power. So there's that to look forward to. So again, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.